To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 14. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, that's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Rolling to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Wilson sacked.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's checking. Crash. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check 26.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On the counter, Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Seahawks nothing.
Yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, 14. Kill. Show it up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. David Moore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
21, Ezekiel Elliott.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Wilson. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the safety. 12. Fresno. Check 99.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Aldon Smith.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cowboys 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Prescott looks to throw on first. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. First down, Cowboys.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt, and really a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one to Swain, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm in